Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Jay Joseph here, ready for a fun-filled, informational podcast. The people have spoken and the decision was made to make a podcast on one of the biggest necessities to human life, none other than the element of oxygen. Today we'll be going over a couple of different topics on the amazing element of oxygen. So let's get straight into it. Let's start with the basics. Oxygen has a chemical symbol of the letter O. Its atomic number is 8. The atomic weight is 15.9994. The melting point in terms of Fahrenheit is negative 361.82 degrees. And in terms of Celsius, it's negative 218.79 degrees. The boiling point is negative 297.31 degrees Fahrenheit, and in terms of Celsius, it's negative 182.95 degrees. Its properties, well, its odor is an odorless gas. Its taste, it's tasteless. Its conductivity, it's not really a conductor of heat and electricity. Its density, it's denser than air. The density of oxygen is actually 1.429 grams per liter. And for its flammability, it does not burn. So oxygen, it also makes up 21% of the atmosphere and is found in water and in most rocks and minerals. For its history, oxygen was actually discovered back in 1772 by a Swedish chemist named Carl Wilhelm Scheele, who discovered it by heating potassium nitrate and many other substances. Oxygen is actually the most abundant chemical element by mass in the Earth's biosphere, air, sea, and land. Oxygen is the third most abundant chemical element in the universe after hydrogen and helium. Some interesting facts about oxygen. Actually, animals and plants require oxygen for respiration. Plant photosynthesis drives the oxygen cycle. Of course, it is essential for human life, although too much oxygen can be toxic or even lethal. This is called oxygen poisoning. Oxygen gas is colorless, odorless, and tasteless, of course. At lower temperatures and higher pressures, oxygen changes its appearance from blue crystal to orange, red, black, and even sometimes a metallic look. Oxygen is a nonmetal, and it has a low thermal and electrical conductivity. I relate to oxygen just like everyone else does. We all need oxygen to live and maintain our life. As I am recording this podcast, and as you, the listener, listen to this podcast, we are inhaling oxygen and our body is using it and dishing it out to all the other organs of our body. I hope you learned quite a lot from this podcast, and I'll see you next time on The Jay Joseph Experience.